Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could also be a situationship. Could also be a current connection. Lots of changes here. Big changes. For others of you, this could be someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy between the both of you, a lot of chemistry and intense connection is what I'm seeing right now. Those are the words I'm seeing, intense connection. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I will be channeling through Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to get the answers that I need. Wow, you guys have a very jam-packed reading, Sagittarius. My goodness. Lots of huge feelings and emotions here. We have here embracing the shadow, followed by order. Then we have death and rebirth, wisdom, doubt, love, power, mystery, nourishment. And under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have here sexuality. All right. What's interesting here, right from the get-go, you have here emotional, physical, and spiritual. That connection exists right now with your person of interest. It's dotting all the I's, crossing out all the T's. This is the one. And as in some of my other videos on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, there's one video where I say sometimes where you think it's the one, but there is not just the one, there's the many. Because this person is also from your past life, but we also have other individuals that are from another past life that we've had. So yes, it may be that this person seems like they're the one. However, people have been in relationships for a very long time, and all of a sudden somebody pops up into the life and you wonder, where have you been all my life? Wow, you're the one I was waiting for. But that takes time, right? And I don't want to send that message that if this person is your spiritual connection, if this person is a twin flame, a soulmate, or karmic partner, it is not necessary that we always end up being with that person. This is what I've seen, many of the past life readings that I've done, many of the readings that I do where you have a spiritual connection with the other person. It's not always the case. Sometimes we're here to teach them a lesson, sometimes they're here to teach us a lesson. But in any case, there is love, there's a lot of sexuality, and there is a spiritual connection. All right. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. All right. My dear Sagittarius, the situation between you and I, the things that we have gone through, the things that I have put you through, I have realized now that I've made things very awkward in this connection. Awkwardness, feeling very, very uncomfortable. I now realize that in this connection, there is a hope that I have in my heart. Hoping that one day you can actually understand where it is that I'm coming from. Seeing and maybe even appreciating that shadow side of me. It is a side that I'm not truly very proud of, but it is a part of me, a part of who I am. And because of this, I find it difficult to open up to you. You have seen a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive, and that is something I never really wanted you to see. Right now, I'm at a crossroads. I don't know whether to move forwards, backwards, left, or right. The roadway and the path is just not clear. There's a lack of understanding in this connection for me. I need more clarity. I need more understanding. I need to fully grasp what it is that we have been going through and what it is that I can do to be better. Because I do want to put to sleep, put to rest all that has happened before and start with something brand new. I feel that in this connection, certain things have happened, and I know this and you know this. Certain things have been dealt with. The road was very rocky before. It was a very rocky road, rocky time for me. But moving forward, I now feel as if I'm better equipped. I know more than before, and so I can have and place in front of us an easier journey, a path that is very smooth. No more rocky roads, no more detours, no more bumpiness. I want to put to sleep and rest all that happened before and have a rebirth of something new in this connection. I want to have a restart of this connection because now I am wiser. It may seem to you as if I am not wise, as if I am someone who seems to be it, but I'm not really it. The truth is, I have learned my lesson. I have learned from my mistakes, and I want to move on. But because of the distance that exists between you and I understand it's very hard for you to see this side of me. It's hard for you to even understand how I could possibly move on. I also feel a lot of doubt. So many things have happened in this connection. And despite my wishes, I still feel that because of the awkwardness, things are not going to turn out my way, the way that I want. I doubt that we'd be able to have a restart in this connection. I doubt because between us things are very awkward, things are very uncomfortable now. And I also doubt that you would even understand the amount of love and unconditional love that I truly have for you deep down in my heart. I do love you, and I am in love with you. This love is true, it is sacred, it is pure. For me, it just feels eternal. And I understand that in this connection, you and I have been very close, to the point where you give me a lot of power. You make me feel as if I am someone special. But also on the flip side, you make me feel powerless. You make me feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. Sometimes I'm unable to express myself to you. You are tempting. For me, and to me, you define. You are temptation. I also feel that in this connection I have found someone who I have been with before at some point in time, Maybe not in this lifetime, maybe in another. I question the universe and the heavens now. Why is it that you were put on onto my path? Why are you in my life? Why now? Why not before, and why not long ago? The things that I feel in this connection, they are very intense. It's as if I've known you from before. I feel very comfortable with you. I can talk to you and confide in you and not fear that you're going to judge me. But I do it because I feel as if you and I are like family. I know this is how you might feel, but at this point in time, this is now how I'm starting to feel. I feel that we do have a spiritual connection, a bond that just can't be broken. I just can't put my finger on it, but I do feel as if I've known you from before. I feel extreme comfort with you. And I feel as if you know me. When you're not there, I can sometimes sense your presence. And in my dreams, everything feels and seems so real. There is this realization that I've had now. Over time, things have changed for me. I feel that in this connection, you have this ability of fulfilling me emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And overall, I would like to wine and dine with you as the seasons change, to pamper you and to take you out, to have fun with you, but also to be intimate with you afterwards. That's all I hope for right now, and that's all I'm wishing for and praying for, because I'm obsessed with how sexy you really are. I can't help it. I can't stop thinking about your body. I can't stop thinking about your scent, the things you do to me, and I miss you. I really want to be with you, and I want to be close to you, and I feel pain because I am not close. I know that it's going to be difficult for me to be in this connection with you. That the things that I've done in the past, I cannot change that. That shadow side of me will always exist. It's a part of me. But I have this glimmer of hope, a little bit, where I have become a little wiser, and there's a part of me now that really wants to restart this connection once again, because things that happened before, I was not as serious back then. But going forward now, I have a renewed self, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I realize now that you are that special someone for me. For me, you are the one. Sagittarius, congratulations. This just got a whole lot more complicated, didn't it? It's interesting. Your person of interest really does love you. There's no doubt about that. And this love goes beyond the norm, everyday kind of love. This is a love where you've been together for years, decades, and you just know each other inside and out. This is how this person feels about you. Also, what's interesting is they've realized now that there's love, there's the spirituality, and there's, of course, here the physical aspect of it too. And that is very rare and very hard to get, Sag. So let me know. Does any of this resonate, Crosswatcher? Is this what you're feeling towards your Sag? Let me know. the unfortunate thing is right now there is distance because of the way people are feeling. It's very awkward. Something happened here where the situation has become quite uncomfortable for one of you or the both of you. Something happened and your person of interest here, they have grown wiser, which means that they made a mistake before and they didn't realize it. And now they just want to have that second chance. It's up to you. Do you want to give them that second chance or not? Will you allow that to happen? All right. Here I have the Lovers. Okay. Lovers Path Tarot. For those of you who are new, the first set of cards that I just read, that is the current status. The current status of your person of interest. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. This set, what I like to do is I go a little bit into the past. Just a little bit to see what it is that happened in the first place that caused the problem in this connection. Things went downhill. What happened? Why did it happen? Here, this will hopefully help you understand why your person of interest may have ghosted you. Why did they fade from your life? What were they thinking at that point in time? This is for those of you that may never have received any closure. This person might have, like I said, ghosted you. They may have faded. The communication may have become less. They may have taken you for granted after all the things that you did for them. This is also why it seems like as if now they realize what they've done is wrong. So let's have a look what happened back here. 4 of Arrows, and these I do read in the reverse. All right. I'm going to read the whole card because it's very, very meaningful. So the 4 of Arrows here talks about how your person of interest, these were the things that are orbiting around him or her. Healing, introspection, isolation. Okay? Need time to heal or rest. This is what they needed. Peace was needed after an emotional disappointment. They had detached from the everyday world to regain balance. Enforcing oneself into isolation and loneliness, needing a more detached viewpoint of problems. So why would this person try to heal? Why would they have the sense of introspection? Simply because of the things that they had said and done. Whatever turned out in this connection. Whether it was, well, all I can see is bad because obviously that's why you're here. It didn't work out much. Your person of interest is now reflecting and they're thinking, why did I do this? Why was I like this? How can I be better? How can I fix the situation? So really, this is a good thing because this is very much like the hermit mode. This person has forced themselves into isolation, which means it really meant something to them. A sharp pain in the heart, right? This really did mean something. And then we have here the 8 of Staves. Let's have a look. This talks about how this person at some point in time was waiting too long for communication. The card suggests perhaps it is time to take the initiative, to create waves, waiting for others to make the first move and being passive. So it does appear that a while ago, communication may have been okay, but then something happened and it stopped. It appears here that back then, your person of interest did not want to initiate or move forward. Instead, they wanted you to be the one who reaches out to them. So if there was no communication coming from their side, they were thinking that, you know what? If it's not coming from me, it should come from Sag. Now that's easier said than done because oftentimes I've seen Sagittarius if an individual is not ready to communicate. And if the other person, for example yourself, would give in and if you would communicate, they'll just simply know and it'll be validated that, you know what, Sag really likes me. They really want me. And I still have them in my pocket. I still have them in my back pocket. I still have Sag wrapped around my finger. Unfortunately, this is what it all comes down to. Power play. right? Yes, this person wanted you to reach out to them, but even if you did, were they actually ready to be with you? Answer is no. They were not ready to be with you. They just wanted to know if you are still interested in them. And this is the problem here. Even if you were to reach out at that point in time, they were still in this hermit mode. So it's not as if it was really going to change the situation. It was only going to make this person's heart and mind feel a little bit at ease. That's all it was. This is something that was happening in the past. They were trying to heal from certain things that have happened in this connection that they have done. But also they were expecting you to be the one who was chasing. There's no reason to chase. The runner-chaser situation, it can't be valid when you have somebody who is in the hermit mode like that. It's not going to happen. All one individual will do, they'll just keep chasing. It's not going to go anywhere from there. All right, let's have a look here. I have the Beginner's Tarot. So with this deck, what I like to do is have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has towards you. Okay, we have here the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Star. So it appears here that it's a lost opportunity. Your person of interest feels that this entire situation has been a huge opportunity that they completely missed. The problem is, I'm seeing here going forward, a lot of passion and a lot of materialistic feelings. However, the overall arching theme we had sexuality, we had love, and we have past life connection. So I still would say that this person does have a lot of love for you. If anything, it seems like they're in love with you, but their mind is so kind of stuck right now where they don't know how to move forward. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it does talk about your person of interest feels that at some point in time, they had put in the effort that was required in a situation. They feel that they did that. Now they're just sitting back waiting to see how they're reaping the rewards that's the word I'm trying to look for. Reaping the rewards. So they feel that they've put in the effort. Now there's another issue here. They've started to come to the realization as they're alone. When they're alone, this is what they think of. Emotional sterility. It's like they don't have enough love in their heart. They feel empty. They don't feel emotionally stable enough to be with you the way that you deserve. There's also another problem here. They actually feel that in this connection, the connection between the both of you, to some degree, it is strong and it is good, but they also feel that sometimes there's a little bit of an issue when it comes to expressing oneself. This person's unable to express themselves to you. Not only that, but they also feel intimidated in a way because they feel they cannot support you. And when I say support, they actually feel that they do not have money, the materialistic resources to bring you up and make you sit on a throne, for example. Like this person wants to provide for you. They want to take care of you, but they feel that they're not able to because they don't have enough. This is something that they might not share with you, but this is something that they feel on the inside. That sense of poverty, that sense of a lack of materialistic resources, not being able to provide, that sense of emotional sterility. So they feel very empty on the inside because of a few things that have happened in their life. Now, we also have here the Knight of Wands. Typically, I would say this is a player energy card, but because we have love in the beginning, and we have the sexuality, and we have that past life spiritual connection, it covers everything. So I do see here, they're just simply wanting to come back into your life, and this is an action card. When they do come into your life, it does appear that they're coming in as somebody who's very youthful, very young, very vibrant. Remember the first card that you had, though? That was the Embracing the Shadow card, right? that talks a lot about being impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. Well, this card, it's a part of this person's nature. You're dealing with somebody here who's not a page, but they're also not a king. They're in between. This is somebody who has a lot of aims, ambitions, and they want to have that growth, but there's still a lot of growth that needs to be had. Is that how you say it? So they feel that they're in a transition phase in their life. When they reach out to you, they're not going to reach out to you as a king because they are not a king, right? But they're also not a page either. So they're not very inexperienced. They're just kind of in the middle there. Still, the problem with this card is also that this person is impulsive. They're a little aggressive. I'm getting the word abusive, hopefully not. Misuse. They may misuse things. They may be very rash, taking things for granted. Very much on fire all the time. I'm seeing this person, like, it's hard to predict them. This is the problem. For you, it's hard to predict this person. And sometimes it might even be for a small portion of you. It's like you're walking on eggshells. You don't know what this person's going to say or do next. And it's not like they're doing something to hurt you. It's just, this is their nature. Like if they approach something, it may be in this manner. They don't approach it like a king. They approach it who's somebody who's a little younger, not having all the facts. So you are dealing with somebody like this, and you're going to have to see how you're going to handle this person, because if you want to be in a connection with this individual is going to have to change and transition from that state of mind that's a knight into a king. And then that's when people become a bit more wiser. Now remember, you did have the wisdom card, right? In the beginning. So your person of interest is growing wiser, and that's very important in a connection. Eventually, there is progression here. So I do see eventually at some point in time, they will have the personality of a king. So the approach will be more promising. And also, they do feel to some degree that they fear losing you. I am seeing that here, especially with the speed. They know that you are very sensual. They find that you are very gorgeous, very handsome, and they don't want to lose you. We also have here the star. So whatever type of field of work you're in, they feel that you're the best at what you do. You may be famous. You might be, there's something about you that just makes you stand out a bit more than the average individual. And this person really admires you. The key word here is admiration. I'm seeing the word inspiration as well. So you admire, so they admire you. They have admiration for you, but also they feel inspired by your aura, the way that you are, the things that you do, the way others look at you, the way others view you. You are someone famous. You are somebody who is good at what they do. It could even be a hobby. You're really good at your hobby. You're really good at your craft. Whatever it is, your person of interest looks at you in this way, and they are just in awe of you. We have here with the image 2 jugs. One jug is creating this little pond on this side with the water. It's going into this, but then another jug has little streams. So this is your person of interest in terms of their fate and destiny. They were here as a stream, but eventually that stream will flow back into that pond, and the both of you are destined to be together. This is what the star card talks about, fate and destiny and fortune. How love and our lives are written in the stars, right? So this is something that your person of interest is hoping for. The stars, just like the sun, happy, joy, prosperity. Looking forward to the future. The overall arching theme here we have is the 2 of Swords. So this is where it gets a little tricky, because this is the current state of this person's mind. They are not wanting to accept certain things that have happened. They don't like what has happened. Things could be better. But from this person's point of view, they have taken a step back. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to hear anything. They've closed their chest. They don't want to accept anything into their heart because they're trying to push things away. They're in denial. And they want the sense of truce and peace, but they are unable to have that. Here, with the upcoming cards, I see that they have a lot of inner work to do. Crosswatcher. You have a lot of inner work to do here. And you can be successful. Once you are, things will change. There will be a little bit of an evolution here, transition phase and a period from the Knight to a King, and then also even the Star, realizing more about the potential of not only Sagittarius, but the Crosswatcher as well. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this particular connection. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, so these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So you have here, don't stop. No, there's something better. Forgiveness. A year from now, but that's what it takes. It takes a while for people to change. Sorry guys, I'm still getting over that issue that I had, the chest infection. Antibiotics are done, and I'm going to be very careful what I put into my system going forward. No dairy, no eggs apparently, and I love dairy and I love eggs. Goodness gracious me. This is really interesting, guys. You have a message here that is kind of telling you about a new path forward. That's what I can sum it up as. First card is the strongest. We have here don't stop. So some of you may have been very discouraged with what has happened over the past few months or even past years. I'm seeing some of you, I'm seeing the word decades. Some of you have been in a connection and it's been rough on and off. Here we have don't stop. So don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing, because when you do that, you will be able to attract positive energy to you. Don't stop. No. Why? Because there is something better. There's something better in this connection than what you know of. There's two things with this card, guys. For some of you, this is two different readings now, two different groups. For some of you, you are going to find someone better than the person that you are already with. I know there's a lot of love there, a lot of passion, a lot of spiritual connection, but even somebody who's going to approach you in the coming future, typically I've seen they do have a spiritual connection with us. It's most like 100% of the time I've never done a reading where we have not had a spiritual connection with an individual. It's always a plan, okay? There's no coincidences. It's always written out for us. Here we have, there is something better. So there's someone better that's going to come into your life, or for the other group, there's something better that's going to happen in this connection with your current situation, with a current person. But whatever it is, things are going to get better in the coming future. Here, for all of you, forgiveness is key. It is important to see in your heart if you can forgive. By forgiving, it's the best thing to do in order to get rid of negative energies around you. This is letting go of that grudge. The easiest way of doing it is by having compassion for the individual. And sometimes it depends on how serious the situation is. But by forgiving, we also have this sense of compassion, knowing this person came from somewhere else. They have their own experiences. They only did what they did because that's all they knew to do. Had they known, They would have done something different. They would have been better, right? Who's better in whose opinion, though? For us, what they did may be wrong. For them, it could be right. In any case, having that sense of compassion is very important. And the easiest way is just telling yourself, you know what, they just didn't know any better. Because when you get rid of this feeling, this grudge, it's like a negative energy bubble that orbits around you. And every time you think of that person, you're going to get annoyed. You're always going to be thinking about those rough and upsetting times. But once you forgive, you just pop that bubble. And then poof, it's gone. And whenever you think about this person, at that point, it doesn't hurt as much. It's a little less. Then you think about the good times. You focus on the good times. Here we also have, in the coming future, look for a sign. So don't go out looking for a sign, but the signs will come to you and you will understand what it means when the time is right. This is beautiful. Big, happy changes. So there's going to be changes. They're going to be big and you're going to be happy about it. We also have here a year from now. So some of you may be quite upset to see this card. In this deck, it only goes up to a year from now. It does not go up to like 5 years from now or 3 years from now. It doesn't go like that. It might have popped up last year, but if it is here again for you this year, this is just simply what it means, that the changes that are going to take place, it's going to take place a year from now. So it could be from now until the next few months, up until the year, right? In any case, you have a timeline here which indicates that in the future, things are going to be better. And that's good. We also have here the overall arching theme, choose a new direction. So this is for those of you that may have been repeating the same thing over and over again, and you realize now that, you know what, I have to do things a little differently. I can't do the same thing that I was doing. I can't approach the situation as I have always been. I have to change things up a little and approach it in a different way to get a different result. That's what you need to do. So choose a new direction. For some of you, it's a different approach. For others of you, it is a completely different person. There's someone better. Therefore, choose a new direction. There's like literally two groups here, two meanings of this last spread that I've just seen. Either way, I do see big happy changes, and that is going to occur from now until the next year. Could be over the many months. Sag, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Thank you once again for tuning in. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio on YouTube, and just recently I uploaded a video, which it has been actually on my channel, on this channel, but I decided to put it up with all the other rest of the videos that I have. It's called What and Who Are Twin Flames? How to Recognize Twin Flames. So have a look at that video as well. It'll probably give you a lot of understanding regarding this. I also have videos regarding relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections, and I also have one that is on negative energies, how to recognize and remove. I am taking readings right now. You can place an order if you want. This is for past life spiritual connections. This is for a love reading or even getting rid of negative energies. I have packages for that as well. Have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. Have a look at the rates and packages section and go through the details to know what it is that you'd like. Also, you can expect just that in the reading. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I will see you guys again. Bye now.